Don't need as much money as you think you need. Hey, I'm Max. I've been in high ticket sales for the last 3 years, and I'm just making this video because for a while, really the last like probably 3 or 4 years, I've thought that I've needed more money than I actually really needed. The reason that I'm making this video too isn't to like push your goals down and to tell you that you should be shooting way lower for any of this. No, I still have really big goals. I still want to be able to like be hitting those 50K months, doing half a million a year, all that stuff. But what I've come to realize as I've been diving more into business is you really don't need to be doing any of this stuff right now, and it's okay that you're not doing that right now. And the thing that I've realized over the last few years in this is that I really wanted to find how to shortcut the learning curve here, and I wanted to be the sales rep immediately that came in that went from 0 to 25, 35, 45, 55K per month, and that wasn't me. Right? I came in and I was pretty average. I didn't have really great mentors in the space, or maybe I did, but I didn't take advantage of them. And I think the biggest thing that I actually had to break through, a lot of times I thought that, my mindset, my discipline, all these different things really weren't that big of a deal. And what I've come to find out is my mindset, the things that are going through my head each day when I'm on a sales call, when I'm not, just when I'm with my family, when I'm spending time with my friends, all of those things, the person that I really am, that was really what was determining how I was able to help influence people to buy or to like change their lives and do something good for themselves, right? For years, I don't even think it's really been until this year that I've really realized that there's been a lot of negative self-talk. It's so crucial for me to eliminate that and to get that out of my head. And when I've been doing that, I've been able to help more people as well get out of their own way. And it's really interesting how that works. I'm just talking to the younger version of myself. I really was focused on the money. And just because I didn't want to be broke anymore, right? If I'm just talking to the younger version of Max, I come to find that it's not about the money, and that is a factor that is going to impact your life, but it's about who you're actually becoming. And I really didn't believe this for years and years and years, and I probably still don't totally believe this or understand it fully. But the reason that you end up becoming happier is because of the traits that you start developing and the discipline that you start developing and the relationships that you develop and the person that you become, how you treat other people, how you're treating yourself, and all of these things. Like all of those things, and as you develop as a person, is what's going to help you sell more and be able to influence other people to also become better versions of themselves. And you might be hearing this stuff and you're like, dang, that's really hard. Like, I have to change, I have to become a better person. That seems like it's going to take a long time. And you're right, it is. I 2, 3, 4 years ago was not that version that deserved to be making 10, 20K a month, right? And as I've progressed, I've slowly been able to become that version of that person. But it's taken me years to get to that point. The money is actually a lagging indicator, meaning that it's something that's going to happen after you make all these other changes. So after you become more disciplined, after you become a better listener, after you become actually more interested in the questions that you're asking people and more intrigued about people and more genuine and caring and loving and all these different things, right? As you become more of that person, the lagging indicators, you're also going to make more money from it. But after you serve more people, right? And that's something that I really didn't understand. I also didn't really believe. I was like, well, I could probably just show up and still make sales calls, even if I'm not like, this great person. I could probably still show up and make money. And I'm sure there are probably still people out there that can, but I was not one of those people. And it's really helped me to become more genuine, become more loving, caring for other people as well to make more money. So I'm actually going to break this down for you so you can understand how much money you really need. In like the average city in America, you can get a good place to rent for $2,000 a month, a good place, a nice place to live. Let's say your utilities are $400 a month. Your food, you spend, you eat well, so you spend $1,000 a month. Let's say your transportation is $500 a month. You can pay for health insurance on the individual marketplace. The average is 250. I think I pay around 200 bucks. Let's say you spend 100 bucks a month on your clothes. Let's say you want to travel maybe every 3-4 months, go on a trip. You want to spend about 1,500 bucks every time you travel, spend an average of 500 bucks a month there. And you want to go to a nice gym, you spend 100 bucks there. All of this, if I'm doing my math right, I might be doing it wrong, but all of this adds up to just under $5,000. So I'm just watching back on as I'm editing this video, and there's a couple things I want to add with this. So I was just kind of throwing some numbers out there, like what my finances have kind of looked like, what I've liked spending my money on. But this is, I obviously like spending a lot of money on food because that's what I just like eating food. I like spending money on the gym, my health, things like that. But there might be other things in here that you like spending your money on. And I've kind of thrown these around like a few different ways. I'm not going to re-record and like break this down, but you can break this down for yourself as well. Like, how much money really are you spending on this stuff? And I've done it a bunch of times. And unless you're wanting to live in like a big penthouse or things like that, it's pretty tough to go above $5,000 a month as a single person. So my point being is that learning, like once you start learning how to make decent money, like 10K per month, your vision starts becoming a lot bigger as well. Like you realize that 10K, making 10K a month, like all of your needs are going to be met. I mean, really, the next step from there is just you just want to have a bigger impact on people's lives. You want to improve your skills better. You want to become an even better person once you pass that 6-figure mark. I had these goals in my mind where I wanted to be doing 20K per month. And if I wasn't doing 20K per month, I was beating myself up for it. And that was actually limiting me. That was limiting me from even just hitting the smaller goals of hitting 10K per month, which maybe you're watching this and you're thinking, man, like 10K per month is like, that would be life-changing for me. Or it seems like way out there. And it's really not that far away from you. If you really sit here and do the math, and I know I've done the math on my last video, but I'm going to do it again with you here. If you sell a program or a system or a service, a product, whatever, for a company that's $5,000 a month, and you get a 10% commission, which is standard on that, you're making 500 bucks every sale, right? And let's say that you get 100 sales calls in a month, 65% of those people show up. You close 30% of them, about 20, you're making 10K a month. So that's the math for you right there. So it's absolutely feasible for you to be hitting these goals in high ticket sales. Just to recap on this, you don't need as much money as you think. Even like hitting that 10K a month mark is like, it's going to be a game changer for you. Absolutely. But you don't need to be doing like 20, 30, 40, 50K a month, 100K a month right now. And it's okay that you're not. And it makes sense that you're not because you haven't gone through the necessary steps or the necessary trials or challenges to actually become the person that deserves to be making 50K a month, right? My ultimate goal is I want to be making 50K per month. I haven't gone through the steps necessary. I haven't challenged myself enough. I haven't actually put myself, I haven't learned enough to actually get to the point that I can do that yet, right? And so that's why I'm still at the point where I'm making around 10K a month, right? So anyway, I just wanted to make that video because I was thinking about that a lot today. This is something that I feel like I've learned quite a bit more in the last year. And yeah, if you like this stuff, then like the video, let me know in the comments, and subscribe if you want more of this content.